So something insane happened over the weekend, which I can't think of another time this has happened. Maybe it has. But basically what occurred is that during an Apex Legends esport final, there was an incident, actually a number of incidents, where these professional gamers and people playing got hacked in real time and had their games altered and hacks installed while they're playing. So you see, he's playing the game, and this is like a well-known streamer, Apex professional. I mean, this guy knows what he's doing. And he's also played at LAN events. Like, he's not cheating. This is how he plays. And in the middle of the game, people took over his computer and installed wall hacks.
I know, but can you play? Can you play?
Yeah, but it's cheating. The fuck?
I know, sure. I know. What?
Like what?
No, but is it fucking up your game?
Yes, I can see everyone. Like,
You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave.
I didn't leave the game, right? Yeah, I'm leaving. Like, what the f?
Admin's down. Nick, admin's down. Nick,
But,
admin's down.
I left.
It's ridiculous.
Admin's down. Restart your game and rejoin. Oh no, you left the match. Did you close your game and leave the match?
I left.
Jen,
I had to leave.
did you leave the match?
I have to. Yes, I have to. Yes. I have to.
leave.
I have to leave. I left.
That's crazy. He had to pull out of the match during a competitive tournament because somebody hacked his computer and was installing cheats in real time. Beyond this, he was not the only person. Like, he was not the only person. There were other players that had similar things happen where they're playing the game and in the middle of the match, somebody hacks in and installs whatever the aim assist thing is, where it's or aimbot, where it just snaps onto players' heads as you turn your view. And it's happening in real time. Like, they're playing the match. 1 second, they don't have aimbot, they don't have walls or anything. And then the game kind of clunks a little bit. And then you see things kind of go crazy. And then all of these hacks install. It's crazy. It's outrageous. And apparently, this ties back into some stuff that anti-cheat activists have been describing and worried about for a while. So the hack ruined the event. It's claimed that one player was even banned from the game for using aimbot before Respawn stepped in and shut the tournament down. So Respawn, to be clear, has verified this happened. This was not an instance of like, oh, they got caught cheating while streaming a tournament. No, it happened to like many players all at the same time. And Apex, or rather Respawn, has had to step in to deal with it. It's madness. Whitest Rabbit, thank you for the 2. The real shock is that people still play Apex. Dude, I like Apex. My problem was with the servers. They started to get really stuttery and not like match times really started to increase. So I moved on. I burnt out a little bit. But maybe I'll go back to it eventually. Easy Anti-Cheat has released a statement denying that its software is the source of the apparent vulnerability. We have investigated recent reports of potential RCE issue within Easy Anti-Cheat. At this time, we are confident there is no RCE vulnerability within EAC being exploited. We will continue to work closely with our partners for any follow-up support they need. Interesting. Weird. So it doesn't seem that anybody really knows how this happened. Due to the competitive integrity of the series being compromised, we have made the decision to postpone the North American finals at this time. We will share more information soon. Yeah, another clip appears to show a player Imperial Hal being hacked mid-match and obtaining an aimbot, which causes the game's anti-cheat mechanism to kick in and prevents him from being able to shoot his weapon. It's not yet clear how a hacker was able to access a private lobby for an esports final, then give cheats to other players mid-match. It's also not known how widespread the issue could be and what the ramifications could be for others playing Apex outside of esports competition. X-Account Anti-Cheat Police Department, which reports on cheating in games, wrote, there is currently an RCE exploit being abused in Apex. It is unsure whether it comes from the game or the actual anti-cheat. I would advise against playing any games protected by EAC or any EA titles once they fix this or can comment. Currently, RCE is being abused to inject cheats into streamers' machines, which means they have the capabilities to do whatever, like installing ransomware software or locking up your entire PC. It's wild. Also just confirming the RC has nothing to do with Rainbow R5. I don't know, R5. Devs are freaking out because Hal uninstalled R5 Live with 40k people watching. Yeah, cool, thanks, appreciate it. What is the R5? I don't know. Oh, it's the Apex code name. Jeez. Yeah, so kind of a total disaster. And nobody seems to know how it happened or what occurred. So absolutely crazy. Like, can you imagine if you're just playing a game with your buddies And then all of a sudden on your account pulls up all sorts of stuff. But like, what's terrifying is that if you have Apex installed and this exploit exists, you could see hackers breaking into like big streamers. Like, I'm not, to be clear, I am not a big streamer, but you could see them hacking into streamers, you know, on the scale of Kai or XQC or people, and they take over their computer and then just display the most rancid, horrifying things on screen while they're sharing their screen like this. Just quickly take it over, display insane, horrifying stuff to get them banned or to get the stream shut down or something. Like, you could also see it installing ransomware, pulling financial information from people, from everyday people. Like, it is wild. It's wild. Very concerning. It doesn't just affect, you know, streamers or people playing the games, but it could also affect everyday people who are simply playing Apex, if this is truly an Apex issue, which it seems to be. And you could just have people losing access to their computers, ransomware, you know, things where people, you know, hackers can take over your entire computer and you have to pay out in Bitcoin to get your computer back. Otherwise, they just like hard wipe the entire computer. It's crazy. This is only for Apex. It's only known for Apex right now. People like the anti-cheat police are recommending you don't boot or potentially even just uninstall EA titles and anything from Respawn or anything with the easy anti-cheat just until they know what happened or where it originated from, because like at this point they just don't know. So it could be just Apex Legends. There's something in Apex Legends that allows this backdoor hack. It could be something within easy anti-cheat, in which case any game that uses it is not safe. So it's a problem. Didn't Luke, didn't someone also or almost hack you? Yeah, when I was doing the review for Starfield, we had somebody trying to break into our server that's tucked back down there to try and get footage of Starfield. I don't know how. I think what it was is one day on stream, I probably had like the server, I think it was before I started having a separate browser just for streams. So I had like my personal browser up and it had the server access tab pulled up. So I think they were able to figure out what kind of server it was, maybe even the IP address somehow or something like that. And they were able to try to get into it. We've taken many steps now. I mean, not only is the entire thing encrypted, it's backed up remotely. We also have like everything goes through a VPN. Like, we've taken many steps to protect the data. But it's crazy. Yeah, people were that desperate for footage of Starfield before it launched that they were trying to hack into my server to get my review footage, which is crazy. Like, it's it's ridiculous. I bet Luke's hacker doesn't even play Starfield now. Yeah, in hindsight, it's pretty funny to see how desperate they were. But, you know, before the embargo lifts, that footage would be worth a lot of money. I mean, that footage would be worth something. You'd be able to go post a video of all this leaked gameplay footage of Starfield and all the bugs I had found and stuff. There would just be like nothing I could do at that point. I mean, it would be immediately backed up by a ton of different people and, you know, it'd be bad. Now they would like to hack their brain to forget the Starfield footage. Exactly. Who got the last laugh? That'll show them. That'll show them. So anyway, this is madness. I've never seen this before. It's crazy, but word of warning and advice. I'm going to check right now if I have it installed. Do I have Apex Legends installed? I don't think I currently do. Yeah, I don't. Okay. So I would advise, if you have Apex, be safe. Just uninstall it right now. You can re-download it later, but just be safe and uninstall it. Don't mess with it. And if you play any games using easy anti-cheat, maybe also do something else for a little bit just to be safe. Just to be safe. PlayStation 2, I mean, to be very safe, I just wouldn't mess with it. But then again, like, I'm not a software engineer. I don't know. All I know is the people that seem to know more about this are recommending to be safe. Just don't play Apex, don't touch it until they at least know where this started or how it happened. Once they know, if they're like, oh yeah, it's because the streamers had this installed and when paired with Apex, it causes this. If they figure out why it happened, cool, and then you can deal with it. But right now, I would just not mess with it. He took my thing.